Hi, today we continue with the chapter 2.1, the double entry system of the bookkeeping. A trader took goods cost 100 for his own use. The moment you saw the own use, the word with the own use is indicating is a drawing. So the double entry when you take the goods, this is a purchases. This is a drawing. So drawing account received, purchases account giving out. So your answer is debit drawing, credit purchases. Ali received a check from Hassan, a debtor. Debtor is a trade receivable, is a customer. Payment for goods purchased by Hassan on credit. Let's move down first. Ali received a check from Hassan. A debtor is a trade receivable. This is a buyer, customer. Where will Ali enter this payment? Ali is a seller. Okay. From the seller point of view, seller received money. Okay. This is a trade receivable. Trade receivable is under the sales ledger. So when you receive money, you're going to record into the cash book. So the entry will be cash book and sales ledger. A trader commenced business with a gift of machinery from his father. His father is a private. So this is the additional capital. Okay. So capital giving out, receive machinery. So machine had to debit, capital had to credit. So answer is donkey. How would the balance of a carriage inwards and carriage outward account be recorded in the trial balance? Carriage inward recorded in the cost of goods sold. Carriage outward is under expenses. Okay. Both also you have to pay. Both also have to pay. So this pay, it will be under the debit side. So both carriage inward and carriage outward will be in the debit column. Where are the balance of carriage inward and carriage outward shown in the trial balance? So both also under the debit column. Okay. Next. A trader purchased stationery for office use. This was entered in the ledger as a purchases of goods for resales. This stationery is for office use. So this will be the expenses. But was wrongly treated as purchase of goods. This is under the purchases account. So we have to reverse from the purchases. Reverse means credit purchases. Credit purchases. So what to debit? Debit stationery. The following account appear in the book of Zabi. Khalid account. This is a seller. How we know it? Because it's a balance, but now in the debit side, this is an asset. Okay, so this will be the customer or trade receivable. So which statement is not correct? When you have trade receivable, this is related to the sales. On 8th, Khalid purchased goods 450 from Zabi. So this is from the entry sent from the Khalid point of view. On 19th, Zabi allowed Khalid $2 cash discount. So this one is a cash discount allowed. Okay. On 19, Khalid paid Zabi 98 by check. So this one, Khalid paid Zabi 98. This one is a customer. Customer pay to the seller. So this one also correct. On 31st, Zabi owed Khalid 450. So this one, it should be Khalid owed Zabi. So this one is wrong. John Smith provided the following information. Balance on purchases ledger control account on 1st May 2013. Total purchases, okay, we open the T account for the purchases ledger control account. Credit is in here. Purchases journal, this is the total for credit purchases, 8380. Purchases return, 270. Check paid to the credit customer, 7660. So what is the balance on first? So why are they asking for what they asking? They are asking the amount in here because this is the first. If they're asking 31st May, then it will be in here. But because they're asking for 1st June. So take 3920 plus this minus this 2 plus 8380 minus 270 minus 7660. So we get 4370. 4370. This is a balance brought down. This question is asking balance brought down. So the answer should be credit. Okay, question 9. Sarah sold goods on credit to Khalid. So this is a seller. This is a buyer. This is a customer. This is a trade receivable. Okay. How was this record in Sarah ledger? So customer receive, direct receive, direct receive. Because this is a sold goods, sold good is a sales. So sold goods. On credit means that didn't pay. So answer is donkey. Okay, question. Following question 10. On March, Wahid has the following transaction with Yusuf, a new customer. So all the transaction taken place. Goods invoice to Yusuf. So Yusuf, goods invoice to Yusuf. This is a sales, 2,400. Credit note issued to Yusuf. This is a sales return, 300. Goods invoice to Yusuf. This is another sales, 3,000. Check received from Yusuf. This is a bank amount, 2100. So the difference, how much did Yusuf owe? Take this total debit minus the total credit. 5400 minus 2400. So we get 3,000. So this 3,000 is the amount that owed. A flower shop received an invoice for 200 plant at $5. So this times this is 1,000. Less 20% trade discount. So your net sales, okay? or okay, here is standing from the buyer point of view. So this is the net purchases. So net purchases will be taking 1,000 times 80% because trade discount 20%. So it's 800. So next. The plant were bought on credit and for resales. On credit means that they didn't pay. So from who this one? This is a seller. What are the record in the flower shop? Flower shop is a buyer. So start from buyer point of view, this is a purchases. So purchases account, receive, but what amount? 800 only. So the answer is C. Okay, let's continue. Udoka bought goods on credit from Francis. This is a seller. This is a buyer. Udoka paid Francis by check. Seller, this is a buyer. This is a seller. Paid by check after deducting 3% discount. Which entry will be recorded in the Udoka book? Udoka is a buyer. So buyer paid. Paid it means that money go out. So this 3%, which is from the buyer point of view, this is a discount received. Okay, discount received always in the credit side. So your double entry will be debit. Francis, credit, bank, credit, discount received. This discount received 3% of here. So it's 1,000 times 3%. So this trade discount and this discount received is taking 1,000 times 3%, which is 30. So the net amount paid will be 970. So the amount, bank, and discount. Okay. Answer is donkey. The following account appear in the Andrew ledger. Okay, advertisement, bank. Okay, which statement is correct? Andrew earn. When you have credit, this is in the credit side of the expenses account. So this is not earn. This is paid or incurred. Okay, this is incurred. This is paid amount. Okay. So this one should be incurred. Andrew has prepaid 700 on 1st May. Yes, this is a prepaid because this is a current asset. Andrew owed 700. If you have owed, your amount should be in here. Balance brought down should be in the credit side. Andrew paid 2,800. Andrew paid how much? Andrew paid 4,000, which is from here the bank amount. So your answer should be B, 13. Okay, 14. A credit customer buy goods with a list price 1,000 and trade discount 30% and cash discount is 10%. Which amount is entered in the customer to record the sales? So to record the sales, you have to take 1,000 minus trade discount, which is 30%. 30% is equal to 300. Okay, so your net purchase is 700. So amount 700 should be recognized as a sales. If you pay this amount, then only you deduct. Which statement about the division of the ledger is not correct? Checking procedure can be introduced. Few entries are needed in the sales and purchases account. It is easy for reference and locating the account. Not correct. Division of ledger. How many ledger that you have? Ledger you have sales ledger, purchases ledger, general ledger, cash book, and petty cash book. So all these ledger, why we have this? This is called division. Why you have so many type of the different type of the ledger? Checking procedure can be introduced. Checking means that it's more toward internal control because handled by different staff. So this one can be performed. Few entries are needed in the sales and purchases account. Not necessarily depend on transaction. It's easier for reference and for locating the account. Yes, because you have the similar transaction into the same group. Okay. Work can be shared between two or more bookkeeper. Yes, work can be shared because these all individual can handle by individual staff. So your answer should be B. Okay. Farah buy and sell new used motor vehicle. He purchased a used motor vehicle from Tahib for 7,000 which he paid for by check. How would Farah record this transaction? Farah buy and sell. Buy and sell means that this is a goods. So when it's a good, this is relate to your purchases. Okay. He purchased a used motor vehicle from Tahib for 7,000 which he paid by check. When you pay by check, that means your credit must be bank. So which one is bank? 1 and 2. But this 7,000 is for buy and sell. Buy and sell means that as your and use sell new and used motor vehicle. He purchased a used motor vehicle from Tahib for which he pay to by check. He pay by check. 16. Okay, account to be debited. The answer should be this one because buy and sell. Buy and sell new and used motor vehicle. This is a good. So answer should be C. Okay. And he purchased a used motor vehicle from Tahib for 10,000 which he paid by check. So answer should be C. Lisa returned goods previously purchased from Tara. How did Tara record this? Purchase from Tara. This is the seller. This is a buyer. Tara do the recording. That means this is a sales return because return goods previously. So from Tara point of view, sales return. Sales return will debit. Lisa will be credit. Okay, we continue. Which account will appear in a purchaser's ledger? Purchaser's ledger is to record individual supplier, which is trade payable. Okay. What will be appear in the purchaser's ledger? Customer, a supplier name. So where is the supplier name? This is a supplier name. So this is the one. Where this all account recorded? Where this all account recorded? Recorded in the general ledger. Okay. So purchases ledger is record individual supplier. So your answer should be D. On 1st February, Ahmad purchased goods on credit from Zafat. He returned these goods on 8th. How did Zafat record the transaction of 8th February? So Ahmad purchased goods. This is a buyer. This is a seller. He returned these goods on. I mean, this is a stand from how did Zafat from the Zafat is a seller. From Zafat point of view, this is a sales return because he returned the goods. So this is a sales return. So Zafat will record sales return and credit Ahmed. The following account appear in Jacob ledger. Cindy, so credit in here, balance brought down in the credit side. So this is the current liability. So in this case, this one will be trade payable to the Jacob. So which statement is correct? Cindy paid Jacob 441 by check. So Cindy paid, no, this one should be Jacob paid Cindy. Cindy purchased goods 390 on credit from Jacob on. So this one should be Jacob and Cindy. Jacob allowed Cindy $9 cash discount on 29. So this should be Cindy and Jacob. Jacob owed Cindy 450 on first. This is the amount Jacob owing to Cindy. So the answer should be donkey. Okay, 21. N is a trader. On 1st April, Cindy account in N ledger show a credit balance. So Cindy account, okay, this is a Cindy account. Cindy account. From the N ledger show a credit balance. Means that balance brought down 520. The following transaction took place during the April. Second, N returned goods 30 to Cindy. This is the purchaser's return 30. On 14, N bought goods 200 and paid by cash. So this double entry should be debit, purchases, and credit cash. You won't go through the Cindy because it's paid by cash. So next. Which statement about the balance on Cindy account in N ledger on 30th? So on 30th April, balance carry down is taking this minus this. So it's 520 minus 30. So we get 490. So 490, who owing to who? And owed Cindy. Okay. Dave supplied goods to Peter on credit on 1st April. Peter owed Dave 440. Dave sent or received the following document in April. What was the balance in the statement? Okay, if we open the account, Dave supplied goods to Peter on credit. Let's we assume from the Dave book, okay, from the Dave book. So we have Peter. Dave supplied goods to Peter on credit. When he supplied goods, this is a seller, this is a buyer. Okay, so buyer, from this point of view, this is a trade receivable. So on first, Peter owed Dave 440. So balance brought down in here. On 7, invoice means it's a sales, 360. Check after deducting $11 cash discount. So this check is meant by bank. Peter paid 429. Okay, 429. And this discount is a discount allowed. Okay, $11. Next, 13 and 15. One debit, one credit. So which one we should take? We should take 15. The credit note, 15 April. The credit note refer to the sales return. Sales return 50. So what is the balance on 30th? Take debit minus the credit. So we get 360 minus 50, 310. So answer is 1. Okay. For this O-level question, I will do another recording shortly and upload into the YouTube. You all can refer it after that. Okay, we end the class now.